Good evening. I am Van Bowers, principal at New Providence Elementary. And I have the honor of telling you about Gail Davis as Gail makes her way up front. Gail has served in Lexington 1 for 17 of her 27 years in the workforce. She retires as our school's technology integration specialist, a position she also held at Lexington Middle and Lexington High. Gail started off working in our district as a computer teacher at Lexington Middle. As you can tell by the position she has held, Gail is passionate about helping others learn how to use technology effectively. Joining her tonight is her husband, John. Gail, thank you for sharing your technology skills with so many of the students in the district, and please enjoy your retirement.
I am Sherry Cairns, principal at Oak Grove Elementary School, and I have the honor of introducing two retirees tonight. I'll begin with Marianne Hutchison. Marianne, if you'd please come forward and join Dr. Woodward up front. Marianne enjoys learning new things, solving problems, sharing humor with students, and she's done this throughout her entire career of 30 years. She came to Lexington 1 almost 11 years ago after working in New Jersey and then other districts in our state. Marianne taught mathematics and science at Gilbert Middle. She retires from Oak Grove Elementary as our technology integration specialist, a position she also held at Midway Elementary. Kathy Ivy, if you would please come forward. Kathy has dedicated 25 years of her life to helping students reach their full potential. She retires as a second grade teacher at Oak Grove Elementary, but also taught 5th and 6th grades during her 16 years at our school. Kathy taught in the town of Cordova and in West Columbia before she took a job in Lexington 1. The entire Oak Grove Elementary staff sends best wishes to our retirees, and you guys will always be a part of our family.
Good evening. I'm Catherine Hodge, principal at Pelion Elementary. 3 retirees from our school are here tonight. I'll begin by asking Laurie Bryan to come forward. Laurie serves as a resource teacher, splitting her time between our school and Forts Pond Elementary. She taught in Goose Creek and in North Carolina before becoming part of the Pelion community. Laurie still recalls her first day of teaching 30 years ago. A young student who told his mother that Laurie was so beautiful as he walked into her class for the very first time. That made him feel special. This evening, Laurie is joined by her husband, Pate. Diana Gold is our next retiree to make her way to the front. She developed a wide range of skills during her 27 years in the workforce and time spent in the medical field, sales, and education. Diana's experiences from 16 years in education range from the after-school teacher, substitute, homebound instructor, and preschool teacher. She retires from our school as an instructional assistant with the hope she made a difference in the lives of her students and made learning fun. Diana worked in Lexington 1 for 8 years. She is here tonight with her husband, David. Will Pamela Harmon, Pam, please come and join the group up front? Pam is a 25-year member of the Lexington 1 family. Throughout her career, she has made it her mission to play a part in the growth and development of her students. She retires this year as an instructional assistant, a position she has held throughout her entire career in the district. Pam's guest this evening is her husband, John. All of our retirees helped make Pelion Elementary a wonderful place to work and learn.
I am Pelion High Principal Jean Haggard, and tonight is my pleasure to introduce 4 of the Pelion High retirees. Will James Moore get our group started by making his way up front? James says being a school resource officer is the best job he ever had because he helps make a difference in the lives of students. He has spent 11 of his 18 years as a Lexington County Sheriff's Deputy working as Pelion High's SRO. James also served his country as a soldier in the United States Army for 25 years, and he brought his wife Connie to the banquet. Catherine Moore, you please come forward. A mathematics teacher for almost 31 years, Kathy began her career teaching in Florida. When she moved to South Carolina 21 years ago, she taught at Gilbert High before joining the staff at our school. Kathy says there's so much to love about being an educator, especially having students who work hard to learn and then experience those great aha moments. Celebrating with Kathy tonight is her husband, Marvin. Next up is Patricia Rock. Patricia's way of life is centered around education for 40 years. In her career, she's never missed an opportunity to expand her knowledge and to make a difference in the lives of her students. Patricia taught at schools in Charleston and Columbia before spending 18 years as a resource teacher at Pelion High. Joining Patricia tonight is her daughter, Anna Kirkling. Carolyn Wise, please come forward and join the others. Carolyn, Pelion High's media specialist, retires after working in Lexington 1 for 32 years. Her career of 46 years also includes time spent as a library director at Edmonds High School in Sumter and as a library cataloger at the University of South Carolina's Thomas Cooper Library. Carolyn's sister Sarah Wise came with her to the banquet. I've enjoyed being a part of the Pelion community with each of these retirees, and best wishes to all of you.
Hello, I am Sandy Jowers, principal of Pelion Middle School. Our first retiree to come forward is Janice Jackson. Janice has enjoyed 31 years of a career in education. Currently, Janice teaches 8th grade mathematics and science, helping students learn new and exciting information about the world in which they live. Janice's years of service in Lexington 1 exceeds 2 decades. She also spent 10 years teaching in Lexington County School District 4, where Janice and I taught together. Now I'd like to call forward Josh Laporte. A 7th grade social studies teacher, Josh has spent his entire 25-year career in the Pelion community. Josh also retired after 28 years of serving in the military. In his 25 years of teaching 7th grade at the Pelion schools, he has also coached football at Pelion Middle and at Pelion High. And at those Pelion Friday night football games, Josh enjoyed reconnecting with his former 7th graders who are now young adults. Tonight, Josh is joined by his wife, Jane. The final retiree from our school is Pamela Sally. Please join your colleagues up front. Now, I think Pam's favorite grade when she was a student must have been 6th grade, because that is where she has spent almost 3 decades. When she came to Lexington 1 26 years ago, the 6th grade was housed at Pelion Elementary. And when that grade made the move to Pelion Middle School, Pam made the move too. Now she retires from Pelion Middle with an education career that has lasted for 35 years. Many thanks to these retirees for their service to our students. We wish you only the best in the years to come.
Good evening. I am Margaret Mitchum, principal at Pleasant Hill Elementary School. We have 1 employee from our school retiring this year. Mary Kirkland, will you come join Dr. Woodward up front? Mary retires after working in Lexington 1 for 10 years. Prior to joining our staff, she worked at White Knoll High and Pleasant Hill Middle. As an instructional assistant at our school, Mary enjoys having the opportunity to help others. Her guest this evening is her husband, Rayford.
Good evening. I'm Thomas Rivers. As principal at Pleasant Hill Middle, I have the pleasure of introducing our 4 retirees. Let's begin by asking Barbara Cannon to make her way forward. Barbara retired after working in Lexington 1 for 7 years. She says she enjoyed everything about her job as housekeeper at Pleasant Hill Middle, especially working with so many friendly people. Augustus Amaker came with Barbara to tonight's festivities. Next up is Gloria Clark. A food service operator, Gloria enjoys preparing nutritious meals for a Pleasant Hill Middle family. She retires at the end of this school year after working in our district for 8 years. Before joining the staff at our school, she worked in the cafeteria at Midway Elementary. Gloria's guest this evening is her son, Stacy Clark. Gloria's guest this evening is her son, Stacy Clark. Next, I invite Diana Dederick to join us up here. Diana's strong passion for teaching, reading, and writing has defined her 16 years in Lexington 1 and led her to being named a Teacher of the Year. Before teaching 6th grade English language arts at our school, she taught the same subject and grade at Lexington Intermediate. Diana is joined this evening by her husband, Douglas. Now it's finally time to meet the other half of the husband and wife retiree duo, Mr. Robbie Hunter. Please come forward. As assistant principal, Robbie helped open Pleasant Hill Middle 6 years ago. During part of his 28 years in Lexington 1, he served as assistant principal at Lexington Middle, in White Knoll Middle, and administrative assistant at Lexington High. He taught physical education and health at Lexington Middle and Lexington High. Robbie also used his leadership skills to coach football and tennis. As his guest this evening, Robbie brought his daughter, Ashley Hunter Vaughn. On behalf of the entire Pleasant Hill Middle family, I want to express our appreciation to this outstanding group of retirees.
Good evening. I'm principal of Rocky Creek Elementary, Lynn Boylston. I'd like to introduce our Rocky Creek media specialist, Kay Cox, and ask her to please come forward. With a career in education that spans 26 years, Kay worked in the upper part of the state for most of that time. She joined Lexington 1 5 years ago as the media specialist at Lexington Intermediate. Then she helped open our new school last year, something she thought she would never have the opportunity to do. Tonight, Kay is accompanied by Ronnie, her husband. Kay, the Rocky Creek family sends their warmest wishes as you embark on this next phase of your life.